Hey world builders, welcome back to Build Together. This is day 240. Today's prompt is write about a technology that has existed for some time that has recently become accessible to common folk of your world. This prompt was actually inspired by Pro and the Great writing and interpreting something incorrectly earlier, but that was really interesting, and so we went in this direction for another prompt, just so that more people could write about the kind of thing that he had written about. And what I have written about is the spread of the knowledge of Meyda-work throughout the land of Etovia in sort of the modern age. Now, for many, many thousands of years, Meyda-work was a mystical thing to most Etobians, but at the beginning of the Age of Nations, it had been largely demystified for most people and was understandable as not something that was scary or frightening or something that bad people did or something that really, really, really powerful people did that you should be afraid of. But even then, it was still something that was not very accessible. It was something that really, really, really smart people did, and you just sort of were lucky to get to witness it or to see it or have it done in your presence or something was done for you with it. It wasn't until the very recent invention of the flame printer that the more intricate aspects of Meyda-work began to be more generalized in how many people knew them, who understood how this stuff worked. Now, most common folks still don't truly understand or grasp a lot of the aspects of the fields of Meyda-work or its forms, but most at this point in time will learn one or two triflings or some lower complexity workings. Especially if you live in a small town, most people will probably learn cleanse water at some point because it's very useful for someone to know this working so that if the town or the village is ever in dire need of water, they have someone who is adequately trained to accurately and consistently draw the cleanse water working to purify some water for everyone in the village. Easily now, there are 1,000x the number of wizards and meta workers and carven and of all kinds than there were a similar number of years ago, 1,000 years ago. However, that initial number is so small that you could still easily go a month without seeing a worker, especially if you don't live in one of the capitals or otherwise very large cities. Write about a technology that has existed for some time that has recently become accessible to common folk of your world. Thanks for building together.